Hey there, Gemini. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to the House of Petals. I am High Vibes Priestess Lee. If you don't know me, and per usual, I'm outside. So if y'all heard that loud car, I'm sorry. If it is your first time here, then welcome. Welcome. And if it's not your first time, welcome back. I appreciate y'all's love and support regardless. Y'all know how we do this. Go ahead and sit back, relax, grab some tea, grab some wine, whatever makes you feel fine. But make sure you here with me, okay? I always have something up my sleeve, all right? So let's go ahead and get into it. Divine day, divine rising, divine evening, divine afternoon. Love, 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 love to you, Gemini. Whenever you come across this spiritual conversation, I hope that you find yourself in a calm, safe, quiet state of mind, okay? Calm, safe, quiet state of mind. We starting already. Let's go. I like it, Gemini. Please remember, Gemini, friend, if you are sun, moon, rising, or Venus, this message is for you. Okay. This is going to be a spiritual conversation, a tarot check-in for the month of July, a general message. Okay. But please, please, please remember that these messages are timeless. Okay. This wisdom from Creator is timeless. It has found you right where you are, right when you needed it. Okay. So stick around and see what the message is for you. It is a general message. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Y'all ready? So at this stage of the channel, y'all know these are live channeled messages. So I am doing a live shuffle. So you will hear me shuffling and pulling these cards as I do this message. And you can see the cards on the screen before you for all of the details. We have a full moon. No, not a full moon. A super new moon coming up in Aquarius. Okay, so be mindful of that. It's on the 14th. If you're watching this during that month, okay. A lot of information will be coming in regards to your identity, your habits, your rituals, your attributes, okay. Keep that in mind. We also have Jupiter in Leo. So it is expanding and exalting all the things as far as who we will be in 6 months, 6 weeks, next year, 5 years. Okay. So that's enough of my astrological chit chat. Y'all know I'm an astro girly, but please check out those transits if you are into astrology, if you're curious. Okay. Look more into it for yourself. Educate yourself. Oh, my little kitten. He looks so adorable. Anyways, y'all, let's get into it. I'm going to pull 4 cards. During this month, we want to talk about, during these next 30 days, I just heard as well. We want to talk about home, career, love, and family and health. Kind of putting family and health together. So let's see what Spirit has for you, Gemini. Ooh, cards is trying to pop out. I'm not going to take those. You might need to check out, okay, some of you may have Taurus placements, or you may be dealing with a Taurus because one card popped out that they just got in their reading. So let's see. Great Spirit, what do you have for the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in regards to home, career, love, and family? I will take 4 cards. I will receive 4 cards for the Gemini, please. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I just heard there's no place like home. There's no place like home. Is that the Wizard of Oz? Is that what that is? Dorothy. Okay. So the name Dorothy could be important. Welcome, Dorothy. Um, or one of you could recently have watched, or the Wizard of Oz could be your favorite movie, or are they in a certain place? But I'm also getting the location, Kentucky or Ohio. Okay, Midwest areas. So some of you could be in the Midwest or considering or traveling. So that is your divine confirmation, but let's go ahead and get into it. I like that energy though, very whimsical. So for home, you have 4 pentacles. Okay, that kind of resonates. That's an interesting message. For career, 8 of cups. Ooh, okay. Changes are upon you. Ace of Pentacles for love. I like that. It's giving business, honey. Power couple. Okay. And for family and health, you have the Knight of Cups. Powerful. I really like that. Powerful growth I'm getting with that Knight of Cups. And on the bottom, you have the Four of Swords. Very interesting. The things that you are doing are going to bring you more peace, more stability, more rest, more time overall. I feel like that is the overall with this Four of Swords being at the bottom of the deck. We are using the Herbal Tarot. Very beautiful deck. Always makes me feel real calm, Gemini. So herbs could also be important to you, though. Working with herbs right now, drinking herbs, rolling up herbs, doing healing with herbs. Any herbalism is, of course, way more complex and powerful. So that could just be significant. Okay. But let's get into this message for you. You have some earth energy here. You got pentacles on the table and you have cups. So very interesting. You have pentacles and cups. So earth sign energy again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or water sign energy could be significant. Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. A lot of blue here. Okay. Lots of blue as well. So a lot of water. Now let's read. With the Four of Pentacles being the first thing coming out, especially in regards to home and getting that there's no place like home energy, I do feel like some of you been in the house too long. Y'all been staying in the house. And that's honestly hard to believe for a Gemini. I'm not going to lie. I'm ruled by Mercury. Y'all know that. I'm y'all Virgo sister. And y'all know we have to go. We got to move. We got to think. We got to analyze. But it seems some of you have, I'll be honest, this does feel a little stubborn, a little too grounded. And also, okay, very interesting. I'm getting the scripture Malachi 3:10. I believe it's in regards to God, you building up a storehouse or casting to build up a storehouse. This feels like you have built up a storehouse, and now it is time to share that seed, is what I just heard. Okay, so now whether you are choosing to do this by nature, by choice, or by force, you are being called to share your seed, and that could be in a multitude of ways. This is very, very interesting message with the Four of Pentacles, Gemini. But checkerboard is also interesting here too. And y'all know what that means. Okay. That's even as far as like, I don't know where y'all at with it, Gemini, but we gonna go there because I trust that y'all there. If it's coming through, I'm no bars. What is the saying? No holds barred. I'm not holding back. Don't hold back. Okay. That could be something someone has said to you a lot, or you say that a lot, or that's your mentality, right? No holds barred, whatever that really fully means, right? Basically like no rules, or go all the way. But with this checkerboard, let's get back to that one. Spirit said, okay, it's chess, not checkers. So again, making smart moves, definitely in regards to your home life, your stability, but what you are doing with your seeds, your investments. I just heard your acquisitions, your assets. Okay. Money, 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 money. You got the Ace of Pentacles here, so it's there. Very interesting. Okay, I love it. Let me borrow some money. Let me hold some, Gemini. But no, seriously. But at the root of it, okay, there is root chakra here. Powerful. Thank you. Thank you. Bring it back. Spirit said, bring it back. Y'all, it's so early in the rising, but I be having so much energy. I promise you. But bringing it back. The root. Okay, so this has to do with root chakra as well. A lot of you could be doing wealth work, okay, abundance workings, but also just expanding again your seeds, your investments, your wealth. And for those of you that are having trouble with it, okay, you may have trouble spending or sharing. Spirit is calling you to do this for good reason, good measure is what I just heard. All the scriptures coming through. Okay, Luke 6:38, talking about having it pressed over, shaken, good measure, right? There's a need for you to really get into the resonance of giving and receiving. Okay. I've been trying to do that in my own life. So touche, I'm here with you. Let's go. And you need to do that. And I'm gonna tell you why, because the things that's coming, especially with this Ace of Pentacles, the way to receive more, right? And what's very interesting, what's very powerful to me in this reading is on the Four of Pentacles. You see it, zoom in. They have a pentacle on the top of their head. In spirit, the way I'm reading it in this whole reading, this holistic reading, this pentacle that's on top of the head is the one that one, I just heard heavy is the head that wears the crown, but this has already been gifted to you, so you don't have to hold on. Ooh, I like that, Gemini. That's powerful. There was a time in my life, and I'm claiming it today, every time in my life, but there was a time in my life, right, where spirit was speaking to me, reminding me that my mantle is blessed. My mantle is always blessed and covered and overflowing with God's provision, God's love, God's anointing, God's faithfulness. And I just even heard God's war and destruction on my behalf. Okay. Y'all better claim that. Okay. I'm gonna move on because we're gonna go somewhere else. We preaching today, Gemini. Where the preachers at? If you know, you know. Anyways, um, your mantle, you have provision, and spirit really needs you to trust that and move with that. Okay, I'm gonna move on. That was for y'all, but I really, really feel like you're moving into a new energy with that. And before I get ahead of myself with that Ace of Pentacles, let's talk about this Eight of Cups in regards to um career and creativity. um You are willingly taking a new journey, is what this card looks and feels like. You are willingly leaving some things behind to embark on a new journey, to embark onto new ideas, new concepts. And I'm going to sit with this with y'all, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, okay? Because, um, it kind of feels like where you have maybe played a certain role, even had a certain business that you're like, okay, it may be time for me to close the doors on this, or it may be time for me to shift gears in this direction in my life, or put this thing down for a little bit, or alter it, or whatever. But this feels willingly. This feels by choice. This feels like it has flow coming with it, even with there being ripples and flow on this card here. This isn't by force. Yeah, there's some grief that has to go with this, just some letting go. But this feels more like excitement. This feels more like curiosity. And some of y'all are literally traveling overseas. Okay, take me with you. I want to go. Where are you going? Somebody going to Cabo. Is that overseas? Yeah, I think so. Geography, y'all. I love geography or talking about it, but I don't know if it was my strong suit. Back to the message. Some of y'all are also, this is indicating travel. Some of you may be traveling. Okay, herbalism really is important here for someone, because some of you, I just heard, are traveling to retreats, okay, or to learn herbalism. Thailand is significant, okay. The Aztec and Mayan cultures and areas are significant. Mississippi is significant for someone, but there's travel for retreats, for learning, for certifications. My other little kitten's just staring at me like, girl, what are you talking about? All of these things, right? So keep that in mind. But regardless whether this is literal travel or symbolic or metaphorical, you are traveling by choice for new creativity, new identity, new money, new passion. Okay. And it's here because next you have Ace of Pentacles, but you specifically have Ace of Pentacles in regards to love and connections. And this feels like, okay, I just heard you're entering the sacred garden. But I also got Adam and Eve. I'm not going to lie. Like the Garden of Eden. You zoom in on the card, maybe you'll see where I'm getting this from, because there's like this long path. And then there's this gate. There's this brick wall. But that also is giving me longevity, okay? Stability, endurance, all right? I'm getting Sagittarius right there for some reason. Sagittarius energy. I saw the Temperance card. So even Sagittarius season could be important. November, okay? Harvest season. But regardless, longevity, stability is coming in your love life. You may be able to, or again, you are choosing to provide more. Some of you could be getting back out on the dating scene, being willing, choosing to share your seed. All right. Please, y'all, we grown, but be mindful with sharing your seed in any form. All right. Moving on. Moving on. Getting out there, and is with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like I just heard a whole new world, a whole new. I don't know the words. Y'all know that song. Is that Cinderella? I don't know which princess that is, but that's what it's giving. Like you are being gifted a whole new, and whole grains is the herb that's on here. So again, holistic wholeness is here for you. A lot of yellow, so solar plexus. So also moving like, I was going to say from the heart. Yes, but no, it's like moving from the gut, moving from a child space. You know, children don't, are not like, children are on the playground like, I want to play with that kid, but they're probably conniving. Could you imagine Gemini friend hearing a kid say, I want to go on the monkey bars with that kid, but they're probably a conniving person? What? No, right? So, Gemini, Spirit is saying move with that kind of energy, okay, in regards to your connections at this time. And as far as your family life and your health, you have the Knight of Cups. Um, I feel this feels like, excuse me, Gemini. Um, this feels like help. This feels like gentleness. This feels like, um, a lot of times people can say the Knight of Cups feels fickle. Sometimes that's the Page of Cups to me. But this energy right now feels like there's more to be offered than what is being seen on the surface. But there's also a need to be mindful with how you digest this person. Okay, this could be a literal person, a father figure, a masculine figure, uncle, brother, cousin. Be mindful of how you digest their instruction, how you digest their love, how you digest their thoughts, their opinions. But also be mindful of yourself, okay? In regards to family, emotions, like, and for some reason, this is interesting, Gemini. I feel like you really are, you all are always childlike. And I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I mean that you all are always very lively, energetic, not taking things overly serious, right? I love that about y'all. and and for some reason, kind of that same energy with this, with the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups is like, but you all may be in exceptionally childlike energy this month or this next season. But remember, Spirit is making me mention that because that's going to come with some vulnerability. And so this just really feels like, in regards to family changes, I just heard auditions. Okay, some of you are maybe auditioning for things, which is interesting. Okay, but in regards to family changes or auditions or traditions or renditions, okay, very interesting. Just be mindful of your own vulnerabilities. Be mindful of your own health and wealth. And Spirit is also saying, be mindful of what you give to others and reserve for yourself. All right, I hope that this all made sense. Beautiful energy, beautiful energy. You're doing a lot of constructive growth, okay? And I like that for you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. And until next time, honey, hold it down, okay? Talk to y'all soon.